Hello friends, this is Angelica. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Greeteries YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through a few new products that are going to be in the Greetery shop this Friday. And today's theme for this video is ice cream. So let's take a look at the products I used to make this card. I'm going to be doing this video in real time, so I'm just going to walk you through the stamp set, the dies, and then how I put this card together. So we have several products on this card. The Hey Honeycomb ice cream cone, then What's the Scoop stamp set, and What's the Scoop dies. All right, so let's start first with the stamp set. This stamp set has, well, it has a lot of words. And my stamp set looks a little different than what your stamp set will look like, because I am missing one word from my set, but it was caught before the store got stocked, so Betsy had that fixed. But there is a three-layer stamp for the word scoop, and there is an assembled example on the back. So you can stamp the letters in 3 different colors, and I will stamp one out on screen so you can see what it looks like. Then you also have thank you, heart, sprinkles, cool. And then the other word that is missing from here is a smaller scoop. And the coordinating die cuts all of those smaller words. And then you have sentiments that you can match with these words. Well, there's different ways in this sentiment set to put your words or your sentiment together. So there's different themes. So there's a way you can put down like a thank you, hoping your day includes sprinkles, you melt my heart, it's your birthday, you're so, which is just one stamp, you're so cool, you're awesome, with the cherry on top. And you can see here I used here's the, and I said here's the scoop. Here's the scoop, using the scoop from the die set. So that is this stamp set. And again, it's called What's the Scoop, with the example on the back. And there's a small cherry also in this stamp set. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Or I scream, you scream, we all scream. And then you melt my, and then there's because it's your birthday, because we're excited for you. So this is a really fun stamp set to work with. I just like when you get to play with words and make your own sentiments. So in here, like I said, I picked here's the, and then I die cut scoop, and then inside I stamped you're awesome. Here's the scoop. You're awesome. And I'm trying to get better at stamping inside my cards. I usually keep them blank, but my dad complains about that a lot, so I'm trying to get better on stamping something on the inside of the card. Okay, so that is the stamp set, and I will stamp out scoop in just a minute. So now let's talk about the dies. The Hey Honeycomb ice cream cone is what I used to make the ice cream cone, and I just die cut cardstock. It was super easy to put together. You have the ice cream. There's a syrup if you want to, like a syrup drip, if you want to put some chocolate or whatever on the top of the ice cream. There's a cherry, and then the cone. And I used all Tailored Expressions cardstock on this card. So, excuse me, this is milkshake, chocolate truffle, and honey, and then the same colors on the letters, cupcake, chocolate truffle, and then mint julep for the mint ice cream. Okay, so that is the honeycomb ice cream cone. And then What's the Scoop die set. This is a 9-piece die set. And then, like I said, it has the letters for the scoop, the shadow, and then the smaller dies to die cut the words in this set. So I'm going to put these aside and pull out the dies. I have both of these die sets on my magnet sheet just because I think that when it comes time to using them, I'll be pairing them together, so just kept them together. So this is what the dies look. Now this is just the ice cream die, and then this is the What's the Scoop die. And you can see the syrup, I don't know what this is called, but I've been calling it a syrup drip or chocolate drip die. So here is the scoop die. Can you see that? There is like a little bit of a wave throughout the middle of the letters. And what that does is it embosses swirly lines onto the letters. So when you go to glue on the drip, you'll know which one goes to which letter. First of all, it is in order. If you just want to keep the die cuts in order when you take them out of the die. But if that doesn't happen, then there are embossed lines so you know which one goes to which letter. And I have all of the dies here, die cuts. And what I did when I made my card is I did die cut two, a strawberry and a mint scoop. I have the chocolate drips on the top, and I have them in order, so they're going to go right on top of, let me get this out. They're just going to go right on top of the letter, just like this. Really easy. And again, there is a little bit of an embossed line. It's there, but it's not like really in your face, but it's definitely there. So that's going to help you know where to glue this top on if you want to use it. Those lines also are pretty discreet, so if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. So I just put a little bit of glue on there. Just going to line it up with those lines. And I mean, it's super easy to do. Just like that. And then once all the chocolate is on, then you glue them onto the shadow, and this is what it's going to look like. Now I did put 1mm foam adhesive behind the strawberry letters. That way they looked a little staggered. There are cherries that are in both of the sets, and these cherries, especially the one that comes in the What's the Scoop set, is pretty small, so you just need to be patient if you want to use the cherry. I just poke my tweezers through the little hole just to open it up a little bit, and then we'll just stick the stem in there. Come on. It's pretty tiny, and I'm just going to stick that right in to the cherry, and then on the back I'll add a drop of glue, and this is how I put both of the cherries together. I'm just going to do one for time's sake, but I just stick a little bit of glue back there and use my tweezers to hold it in place. Let me get an older pair. So just like that, and I'll just let it stay in place for a couple minutes while that glue dries. Okay, so with going back to the stamp set, this is what the sentiments look like stamped out, and I did stamp them with Tailored Expressions chocolate truffle ink. Isn't that, it's beautiful, stamped in brown. It's a lot more subtle than stamped in black. And then I used mint julep. I did do strawberry milkshake, but that was just like way too pink. So when I stamp out again, I'm going to use cupcake, which is a lighter pink. And then the chocolate truffle brown ink on the drip. So why don't we stamp this word out? I'm not going to stamp all these words out. They're just really easy to be put on the coordinating die cuts. This is the die cut for the word scoop that was not in my stamp set, but will be in yours. So there is an extra die for the scoop. Put that over here. Let me grab my Misty. Now I found out the hard way because I had stamped out probably 4 of these sentiments. I wanted to have like a nice collection already stamped and put aside so I can make quick cards in the future. That's one thing I love to do when I get new product like this, I like to stamp everything that I can out. So here's more words that I stamped out. I used a different brown ink for these words. This is Nutmeg by Concord and Ninth. It's just a lot warmer brown, and I do prefer the chocolate truffle over this for an ice cream theme. This is more of a fudgy color. So I do that quite often, and then I put them in little plastic bags, little clear bags, and stick them in a drawer so they're easy access. All right, let me grab the stamp set. And like I said, I found out the hard way that you want to stamp the top first. And yes, so that is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you what is the easiest way to do this, not starting with the letters like I did. And they are pretty easy to line up. I do check my sides and make sure I have a nice even border around all sides. And it looks like I do, so I'm going to just pick that up with my lid and then stamp this. Again, using chocolate truffle. This is a hybrid ink, and my pad is getting dry, so I do need to order some, I need to order a whole bunch of ink refills from Tailored Expressions. Been using my ink pads for years, and it is time to re-ink them. All right, so I'm going to stamp this twice just so it'll have a better impression. And I do have a Misty grip mat, or not a Misty grip mat, a Waffle Flower Crafts grip mat in my Misty just to hold my papers in place. See that beautiful impression? So that looks good. Let me get this cleaned up, and then we'll switch out the stamp. And this is Clear Stamp Cleaner by Ranger. I've used this forever. I have a few different Tailored Expressions stamp cleaner, but my towel is a little dry, so I'm just using that cleaner just to give me a little help until I get to a sink and re-wet this towel. But I like to use this because it smells so nice. It's got a nice citrus smell to it. The blue sprays, they don't smell nice. Okay, let's get back to the project. So now that the top is stamped, now it's going to be really easy because all I have to do is line up the sprinkles, and then this is ready to be stamped. Okay, I don't want to rush this. And we'll do this with mint. Put this over here. Okay, here we go. Mint chocolate, my daughter's favorite. Ice cream is her favorite food group. So when I saw the example on the back of the packaging, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is just perfect for Vera. She loves strawberry and mint chocolate. She would highly approve. Let me get this cleaned up, and then we'll do the last stamp. So you see how easy this is to use. Let me get this back on screen. Just line up those sprinkles again. Now when you stamp the letters first, you don't know if you have them in the correct position to where all of the sprinkles are going to match the chocolate. So that's where I realized I need to do the drip first. And then I'm going to use Cupcake. Let's do one more impression, one more stamp. Get that out, and then we'll compare the stamped versus the die cut. So the ink, well, it'll dry back a little bit, but the ink is a little bit lighter or a little bit darker than the coordinating cardstock. But it's this is so darling. I love it. This would be cute in a scrapbook for your ice cream lovers like my daughter and her grandpa. This is just a cute theme for their cards. And so I just love that. Okay, so now let's talk about the Hey Honeycomb ice cream cone. And the reason why it's called Hey Honeycomb is because this is in the Hey Honeycomb suite, which you can find more information on that over on the Greetery blog. And I have another video on the YouTube channel that introduces the honeycomb concept. But let me grab the honeycombs first, just so I can quickly show you that it does go on this ice cream if you want to put it on the ice cream. This is the Honeycomb Balls Party Mix. This is what was released, which is going to be released this week. And then there's also the Honeycomb Holiday Mix, which is already in the shop. So obviously this is more holiday colored theme. And then there's a lot of fun colors in here. I've already used the yellow honeycomb, but let me get one out. It's gonna make some noise. So there is a die called the Honeycomb Basics die, and that's how it's really going to get you set up to put your honeycomb, excuse me, to put your honeycomb on the ice cream cone if you want to use it. But it's just the perfect little circle to attach the honeycomb. Okay, I'm not going to get too deep into the honeycomb because there is a video about that, but there are, I believe, 5 dies in this collection that you can use the honeycombs with. And this is what I've done with the honeycomb. I used the Basics Sentiment stamp set to stamp Peel Open Stick and then Birthday Surprise inside. And this is taped onto the honeycomb. And then this is a sticker. So when they peel off the back, it's sticky, and then they can open it up and push down on it. My daughter took this. I had to take pictures of it, and then she was like, bye, just took it. But I thought this would be cute on gift bags. So that is the honeycomb concept and why this is called Hey Honeycomb. So any of the dies in the collection, when it says Hey Honeycomb, it is workable with the honeycombs. Okay. Now, let's get back to the ice cream. So the ice cream has the cone. This is honey cardstock from Tailored Expressions. And I'll put the cupcake cardstock for the strawberry part. And this is a really big, nice scoop of ice cream. And there is a little bit of detail on the bottom. And what I found really, really cute is there's a drip, an ice cream drip that you can put on. I didn't put it on my card, but I just think that is such a fun touch, right? And it shows it on the back, coming off of the ice cream. Yeah, I forgot to show you that there is an example on the back of the ice cream assembled. And then you have your chocolate drip and then your cherry. Really easy. I just glued the chocolate onto the ice cream, and I glued a little bit of the cherry onto the top of the chocolate, and then I backed it with foam adhesive so it had some strength to it. I glued the honeycomb, the ice cream cone right onto the card base, and then again used really thin foam adhesive to attach the ice cream just to give it a little bit of lift. This is really easy to put together, and so quick. You're having a little ice cream party, this would be perfect for your ice cream invitations. So, and also on the background, I wanted something like bright and fun, and festive. So I did pick the Greeteries Sparkler background stamp, and I just have so much fun with this stamp set. It came out last year, I think, or the year before, and it just makes the prettiest backgrounds. So if you want something bright, you can just pick a really vibrant ink, or a little bit more subtle. This is yellow ink on white cardstock. And for this one, I believe I used maybe blue raspberry with Cookie Monster ink. I'm pretty sure that this is Tailored Expressions, but I stamped this last year. Regardless, just used a lighter teal cardstock, and then I went up on the coordinating ink. I just went up one color to a darker color. So that is the introduction to the What's the Scoop stamp set and die set, and the ice cream cone die set. And again, assembled examples are on the back of the stamp set, on the back of the What's the Scoop die set, and on the back of the Hey Honeycomb ice cream cone. So if you have any more questions, be sure to head over to the Greeteries blog. Betsy does a fantastic job describing every product, and so all that information will be over there. Plus there's tons of inspiration. So all of this products will be in the store this Friday, April 26th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That is all that I have for now. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Take care, friends.